Today I'm sharing my secrets on how I time manage and utilize my Facebook group as the main lead generation pillar in my business. My name is Griffin. I'm a top selling real estate agent and I'm also a real estate coach, and I help real estate agents leverage the power of a Facebook group to generate leads and sales in their business. Now, I'm a busy mom. I have, only a small finite amount of time that I want to generate leads in my business and spend that time doing that. And I'd rather spend my time doing volunteer work at my kids' school or driving to soccer practice. And so I understand this, and I know a lot of agents, when I talk to them about what are some of their biggest fears around starting a Facebook group, it's generally around how much time is this really going to take? And this sounds like it's really complicated. It really isn't. And I'm going to share with you something that I only share with my coaching clients and or people who buy my course. I am peeling back the curtain today, and I'm sharing some of my time-tested time management tools to help you leverage your Facebook group, save you time so you can be doing the things that you love. In my case, it's being a mom. And use the Facebook group time management tools to help you leverage your Facebook group as a lead generation pillar in your business. So first and foremost is a content plan. If you don't have a content plan and you're not sure what to post, you need to have one. One thing that I teach in the course is to have pillars of content for your Facebook group, similar to like what you would have for your social media. So we talk about community posts, we talk about feed the algorithm engagement posts, post about yourself, post about real estate. So you need to weave this into your plan, and you need to create a plan. And I like to use, or I recommend using Trello, Asana, ClickUp, some sort of a content management plan tool, so that way you can lay out everything and put in the imagery, put the copy in, when's it going to go out, kind of lay out those framework pieces for your Facebook group. The great thing about using a service like what a Trello, an Asana, a ClickUp, is that if you have an admin or another team member who's going to be helping you with your Facebook group, they can all log into the same system and add more information or say, hey, maybe this post doesn't work. I'm also going to teach you how to rinse and repeat your content. So using a system like Trello, ClickUp, or Asana will actually allow you to keep a historical historical data on your posts that you've used, and helps you rinse and repeat, which saves you time. So definitely have a content plan and use a tool to lay out your content. The next tool that I use is Canva. I have a Canva file just for my Facebook group, and I put everything in there that is a templatized static post. So we have posts in there for my Saturday small business, my event posts that I do every Friday. Those are all in Canva, and they're within a folder. So I'm not hunting around Canva going, oh, I need that Friday post for events. Where is it? Or if I'm having an admin help me with finding the events to post into the post, she can just go in there, put in the data and the information, and it's already created for her. I also keep things that I use frequently in my group. Like we have contests. For my birthday, I like to give out Starbucks drinks. So I have a little static image for my birthday with like a barcode that people can scan to get coffee from Starbucks. So I keep everything in there. All of the guides that I've created for my group, any of my freebies or my CTAs are all within Canva. I keep it there, and it's all within one folder. So it saves me time or my welcome post too. That's another one where I have a static image. It's all in there. So when I welcome members, I just go in, take the image, drop it into my group. There's no more searching for things, wondering where things are. And another one of my clients actually took all their static posts and put them in a Google Drive, and they shared it with their admin so their admin could do it for them. So that's another way you can take it out of Canva, create it in Canva, and then take it out and just dump it in a Google Drive to save. Next is a Google Drive. I have a Google Drive folder for all the text. It's in a Word document for all the text that I use frequently in my group. When I welcome members to my group, I hate the generic stuff that Facebook will post. So I have my own verbiage that I like to use, and I have it in a Google Drive. It's in a folder in a Word doc. I just cut and paste. So no more looking for it. All my Saturday small business posts, the copy is already in a folder. I just cut and paste and drop it in. The same with my event posts, my birthday posts. I don't have to think about every year. It's like, what was that birthday post? What do I put? Nope, cut and paste. It saves me so much time. Also, if you're like declining members and you want to send them a message about why you're declining them, verbiage like that is in my Google Drive. And I also have some verbiage in there for my admins that if they need to remove a post or let someone know that they broke the rules, it's all templated in there. So they just have to cut and paste and drop it in. No more thinking about or recreating the wheel every time I need a piece of text for my group. Next is scheduling your posts in advance. I see this as a misstep all the time when I'm coaching clients one-on-one. They have a Facebook group, they didn't have a plan and they weren't using the scheduling tool. Well, today's your day, use the scheduling tool. In April of 2024, they're gonna get rid of all the third-party integrations. So like right now, MailChimp can post for you in your group, but that's going away. And I actually am for that going away. The reason why is if you're using a Hootsuite or another third party that is posting in your group, they're posting as your business. And your business posts, I find, go flat. No one engages with them. They don't go very far. If I post something or my business posts something, I can get over 5,000 reach and my business just gets a few hundred. So use the scheduler in Facebook. It's over on the left-hand side when you're looking at your screen. And all you have to do is create a post, and up at the top, you can just hit schedule and you can schedule it out. You can do up to 60 days. I usually do 30 to 60 days out of scheduling. I like power hours. I just want to sit, get in the flow of what I'm doing and just get everything all done. And it just makes my life a whole lot easier. So I plan out the content, create the content, and then we just drop it into the group. I just do it all in one. Basically, it takes me about 2 hours to do it now. I'm really efficient at it, maybe a little bit less, but I schedule out everything in Facebook. And then if you're wondering, what did I create for this week? Is there posts already? You can just pull up the tool on the left-hand side and you can see what's already scheduled out for the month. This is how I only spend 15 minutes a day in my group. My members think I'm in there all the time because posts are automatically happening, but I'm really not. I'm just in there 15, maybe 30 minutes a night just scrolling and commenting on things. So this is how I save a ton of time and look like I'm always in my group when I'm really not. And sometimes I'm just commenting on my group when I'm watching Housewives of whatever, or I'm at a soccer game, but nobody needs to know that. So this is the biggest hack that I have. Next is I often see people have the 3 entrance questions to the group. And one is always an email capture, which I love. That's what I teach you. Grow your list, grow your database. This is what the Facebook group is. It's your database. It's your CRM. Collect the email addresses and physical addresses if you can. But so often people are just cut and paste and drop it into their CRM. Don't do that. Go into Chrome in extensions. There is Group Kit or Group Leads. These are Chrome extensions that actually take the metadata, so their name and their information, and the questions that they answer for you and dump them into a spreadsheet or your CRM or your email service provider. This saves me oodles of time. I get anywhere between 10 to 30 people a day wanting to join my group. And if I had to sit there and manually approve them and cut and paste their emails, it would take me hours. So use these tools. They do cost a little bit of money. Some of them do have a free option, but most of them, if you want them to integrate with other things, it'll cost you some money, but it's totally worth it. And it'll save you so much time. I can't recommend this more often than not. I mean, this is like the biggest thing to do is get the Chrome extensions from Group Kit or Group Leads. Next is, are you ever sitting there going, what am I going to post in my group today? Or what content should I do? I don't know. I can't decide. So one little tip and trick that I give you in my course is to join other groups in your area or groups nationally that serve the same demographic. If your demographic, like mine is women, millennials, moms, we live in a certain area, but I can search other groups that are very similar and have a similar demographic. And I go through the groups while I'm sitting at a doctor's appointment, a soccer practice, writers club, cheerleading, whatever, waiting in car line to pick up my kid. If I'm surfing through the internet and I'm like, I really like this post in this group and it's getting a ton of engagement, I take a screenshot of it. Or I can save the image if it's an image. And I dump it in a folder on my phone. It's just an album. And when I'm sitting down to plan out my content, I just go through the album and I go, that was a really good post. There was one around Christmas time. It was a Christmas tree cookie. And it said, this emoji if you're, put up your tree before Thanksgiving or before Halloween. It was like Halloween or Christmas Day. There was all these things. I posted that in my group and I got hundreds of comments and thousands of people saw that. But I saved it from another group that I had seen. I thought it was genius. So save your content in an album on your phone. And while you're mindlessly scrolling, you're doing research for your group. Perfect way to save time and to be really hyper efficient with the time that you have. Next is group analytics. So every time you're doing posts, you need to be tracking your analytics because how do you know a post did well or didn't do well? And if they did well, you want to rinse, repeat, or recycle it. So I track it. Some of my clients love a spreadsheet. I hate spreadsheets, so I don't track it that way. I put it in the same Trello or Asana board that I did the post. So if I have the copy and if there's an image, I'll put the image and then I'll put how it performed. If it performed well, we'll mark it and we'll put it back in to the rotation. Now remember, if you're reusing, recycling the same content, people aren't gonna know because you're gonna recycle it maybe 3, 6, or 12 months out. people aren't going to remember, or they're not going to remember what group they were in that they saw it. Remember, most people are in between 10 to 30 groups, so they're not going to remember. So if a post did really well, track it, reuse it. If it didn't do well, maybe think about, is this something I want to try again or change the copy for, or is this just like, we're not going to do this anymore. So track your posts. It will help you with creating content. And also, if you're rinsing and reusing content that performs really well, especially the ones where I'm extracting a lot of real estate leads from my groups, those posts that I do that I get a ton of leads from, I most certainly will recycle those. And not only does it save me time with having to create more content, it's just, I already have a proven system of things that I know worked. So why not just reuse it, especially if I need more leads to feed my real estate business? Super easy and time efficient. Next is hire a VA or have an assistant or a team member to help you with some of the heavy lifting. Hire someone to moderate the group. When people break the rules, I have my admin do it. You let them know they broke the rules or kick them out or whatever you want to do, but let them help you. I add people still to my group because I want to see what other real estate groups they're in to make sure that I'm not letting a real estate agent into my group or someone who's going to spam my group. So I still spend time doing that. But I use her to help me with scheduling out posts, making sure my guides are still working, my CTA, my call to action links are still working, moderating the group, doing some of that heavy lifting stuff. Or sometimes they're also going through and going, hey, members are posting about this in your group. This would be something good to generate content for because it seems to be a very popular subject. So I'm using them to kind of go through my group and do research. So hire a VA. You can hire some for, a few dollars an hour, or hire someone who does a package deal for you, or have a team member. If you have a real estate team, it's a great way to utilize an admin's time, or maybe a junior agent who's starting to build up their business. Have them help you with doing the heavy lifting in your group. It'll save you tons of time. The other reason why I let the admin or my VA do the rule breaking and removing people from the group is a lot of times I don't have the time to sit there and talk back and through why this happened with this member. I let my admin do it. I have in my Google Drive, I have some things that she can say, some copy that she could utilize, but I have her doing the back and forth. So I don't have to be the bad guy, and I'm not utilizing my time. I'm using my time and leveraging it in things that generate me money and or spending time with my kids. So I use her to do that. If you have any questions about using a Facebook group or want to know more about the course that we have about utilizing a Facebook group to leverage in your business and get more leads that turn into sales, down below we have a link to my course. There's also a link to one-on-one coaching with me, or if you want to just talk about if a Facebook group makes sense for your business, there's also a link down below where you can have a chat with me and we can talk through this. If you have any questions about using a Facebook group in your business, feel free to contact me or email me. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button because we'll be releasing a lot more videos all about how to leverage the power of a Facebook group in your real estate business.